Hello everybody, it's your boy Brooks here. I'm in my basement gym and I thought it'd be fun to make a little video, maybe a little informational video, I don't know, about something I love very dearly. Shoes, right? This is not necessarily a gym shoe review, but just give some reasons on my favorite shoes and why I like them. So I've broken it down into pretty much 3 categories, right? So the first one is general gym floor use, right? So this is like any kind of workouts we're doing inside the gym and we're not climbing ropes, right? Or running. And so, which is pretty much a bulk of the work, right? So the number one shoe for me right now is this guy, right? This is the Vans Ultra Range. It's a very flat bottom, 0 heel drop. So what heel drop is the height from the heel to the toe, right? So 0, very flat foot. But there's a little bit more cushion in this guy, a little bit more comfort when you're wearing it. Great for when you're doing box jumps, things like that, jumping over things, double unders, stuff like that. It doesn't feel like your feet are about to break off. And when I'm done working out and I'm on the coaching floor, walking around, they feel great on my feet when I'm just walking around, as opposed to other shoes, right? Plus they're way cheaper than pretty much any shoe I'm about to talk about. But this is my number one shoe. Very durable. Feel great on the feet. They're flat. They're cheap, right? And they look pretty cool. And they bridge the gap between the gym and your normal life. I wear them in the gym, and then you can throw them on under a pair of jeans and look pretty cool too. Look pretty hip, if some would say. I got a couple pairs just because I'm that kind of guy. But this is my probably number one gym shoe, just for a general box use, right? But there's some cons, right? Not great for rope climbing, not great for running. I wouldn't really run a ton in these, and definitely rope climbing. Nah. They have a little area here for rope climbs type stuff like that, but there's better shoes, and we'll talk about it right here. So we're gonna talk about moving right along. Rope climbs, right? So my all-time favorite rope climbing shoe for the gym is the Metcon 3, right? Great traction, right? Great traction driving up the rope. Just a great shoe. Relatively flat bottom. It's got a 3mm drop right here from the heel to the toe, and great for that general gym use, and great for rope climbs, right? So they got these all Metcons. Most Metcons are built in with this little guy. Grips the rope pretty well and sends you up the rope pretty quickly. But again, wearing these shoes all day, I wouldn't recommend it because these things, not a ton of cushion there, very flat, stable base, but kind of wreaks havoc on the feet after a while. Not great for running. I wouldn't recommend running a ton of these if I feel like my toes are gonna go numb every time I run in them. But these are a little bit harder to get now, the Metcon 3s. Which brings me to my next one, which you're probably going to see the most of right now, is the Metcon 7, right? Again, a great shoe for just the overall gym use, right? And normal box work. Pretty big heel drop, 7 millimeters, right? It's a little bit heavier. It's probably 11 ounces. So, but still a great shoe. Nice wide toe box, and again built in with that Metcon rope climb grip right here. Still pretty good. I did some rope climbs in these. They work pretty well. I don't think it's good as the 3 for some reason, but I do think that this is probably the number one shoe for rope climbing right now. Moving on, we're talking about running, and when I say running, I mean like CrossFit running. We're talking about intermediate distances, short distance like 400 meters, 800 meters. We run a lot of that stuff, a mile, things like that. Something you can get away with, a little bit less cushion. Again, if you're thinking about just running in general, like running marathons or half marathons or something, you're probably going to want a dedicated running shoe if you're really putting feet to the turf there, or to the street. I guess that's probably a better term, right? But my favorite time CrossFit running shoe is this guy. This is the Nike Free X Metcon 2, right? It's pretty lightweight. It's got a minimal heel drop, 4 millimeters, not too much. It grips the inside of your foot. Nice toe box, doesn't smush your toes. And then it's got enough padding in there when you're running around. When you're running, it's keeps your feet feeling pretty good. when you're doing those intermediate distances. I ran a 5K and a triathlon in them, and they worked out just fine. I didn't have any issues with my feet. Still great. But you can also still come in here and do all that straight, that normal box work. You can, box jump, double under, stuff like that. You can lift in them too, but they're not going to be as stable, right? A little more cushion, so not going to be as stable as they say Metcon or Nano, or even the Vans Ultra Range, right? But they get the job done if you're in a pinch, right? If you want a shoe that will do everything, this will kind of do it. I guess they're all will kind of do it, but for running watts, I see that up there. I throw these on and they work great. And they're super cheap right now. You can go on Nike.com and get them for $65. So pretty cheap. Now, if you're new into this and you're switching from like normal tennis shoes to these guys, the difference is day and night. But if you want a shoe that's going to like really do everything, I don't think there is a shoe that kind of does everything super well. I think the closest there was like the Nano 6, right? Probably one of my favorite shoes ever. Maybe my favorite shoe. You can run well in them. Nice big fat toe box, right? Minimal heel drop. You can climb. You can still manage to climb some ropes in these guys, and great for that general purpose use. You'll never see me wearing these anymore because they're hard to get, and I'm just got them. I got them in the box, right? So, but I guess the closest thing right now, I think, for if you're just getting into it, would be a pair. Your best investment would be probably a pair of Nano 7s. If you're only going to buy one pair of shoes, right? So you hit that general. All that general box work there. You still climb the ropes. You can run in them, kind of, right? Just you'll do it a couple times. You figure out you're probably gonna want some switch out for a pair, just like I do. I'll do all my normal work for these, and anytime I'm running, I'll switch there. But if you don't want to do that and you want to buy just one pair of shoes, I would say probably the Metcon 7, right? But you do you. Whatever you like. Is like tell me what is your favorite shoe. I'm not an expert, but just this quick disclaimer between me and you, I have owned and own every single pair of Metcons, every single pair of Nanos that has ever been out. I had some old Noble trainers. I didn't like them. I haven't worn the new ones, right? There's a bunch of new stuff I haven't gotten my hands on yet, but I will. That's just between me and you. That's Black Ops kind of stuff. Don't tell my wife, because she was going to lose it when she finds out I have this many pairs of shoes. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you on the floor.